Go.
Alright, so for my personal project, I made graphitic sand, and I put it in a water filter. So my personal project inspiration started from a trip to India. I was at the international airport, going to Mumbai, and I was sitting in the lounge, looking out onto the city of Mumbai. I saw two sides, a richer, wealthier side, and I saw the Dharavi slum, which is one of the largest slums in the world. I was looking at Antilia, a building almost right in front of the airport. It's the most expensive home in the world. And then I started to look at the Dharavi slum, and I saw a large contrast. I saw a boy who was drinking some water from the river that runs around the slum, and thought about his life and his opportunities, and what chance he has at life because he is drinking such dirty water. So when I got home, back in the Netherlands, I started to think about what I could do to help that boy, and I decided to make a water filter. So my goal was to be able to create a competitive, economic, and effective water filter which can be distributed to exceptionally impoverished communities with a lack of clean water. I wanted my water filter to be small, but also effective, so that children and normal people like poor Indians could use the water filter easily. My global context was through the scientific and technical innovation in which I have been able to explore how humans use their understanding of scientific principles. I decided to use science as a tool to create a water filter rather than anything else really. So I decided to use science, and my process was not that simple. In my water filter, I decided to make three things: graphitic sand, activated carbon, and iodine crystals. These three things would be able to make a compact water filter, but also effective. The iodine crystals would be able to kill any bacteria or pathogens. The activated carbon and graphitic sand would filter out any heavy metals, which are usually toxic to the human body and are very common in slum water. So I made the activated carbon from polystyrene. I decided not to get something expensive and to rather use it from something recycled, which is highly available in any country on earth. And therefore, I think that activated carbon, which is this part, it's hard to make. However, I think that it's quite an innovation since it's made from reusable plastic. Then the second thing I decided to make was graphitic sand. It's made from asphalt, which is in the road. I got some asphalt from a road work, mixed it with toluene, which dissolves asphalt, and mixed it with sand and heated it to about 700 degrees Celsius in my homemade kiln, which I made from concrete and a bucket. Then both of these things I have to activate through the use of highly concentrated sulfuric acid, which I did in the lab here at school. And when you activate it, basically the acid bites into the sand and sort of creates more surface area so that you can filter out more water. The iodine crystals I don't have with me today, but they basically consist of iodine and basically the solid structure of iodine, and they kill any pathogens and bacteria. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.